Alright. Hey, how's it going, guys? Doing another pitch meeting reaction, and once again I have my little brother here with me. Yesterday we couldn't help but notice that they came out with a new pitch meeting, and it's X-Men Apocalypse. And since I did the X-Men First Class with my little brother, I wanted to do this one with him. I wish I could have done the Days of Future Past, but I believe you saw it already without me before I even recorded it.
It's hard to look up at your screen. The sun's like right behind it.
Yeah, we're in my truck right now because we didn't have anywhere private to like record in my parents' apartment. So we're in my truck recording. The sun is coming up bright for some reason, so hopefully everything's fine. And it's also kind of sprinkling over here right now where we're at. So yeah, you already saw Days of Future Past pitch meeting, right? You had already seen Days of Future Past pitch meeting?
I've seen the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's oh my god, it's getting bright. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the reaction video to this one, X-Men Apocalypse, and we're gonna dive right in.
God, the water's like amplifying the sunlight.
Yeah, right?
So, you have an X-Men prequel, reboot, sequel script for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called X-Men Apocalypse. Oh, it sounds serious. How does it start? Well, we're gonna meet this godlike mutant Apocalypse in ancient Egypt, right? And he frickin' loves pyramids. They were all about pyramids back then. And he's about to use some gold stuff or something to transfer his consciousness into the body of a guy who can heal himself. Okay. And then people are gonna attack him and his followers, and the pyramid is gonna crumble and fall into this super deep pit, which is maybe something the pyramids had underneath them. Wow. Anyway, so then thousands of years later, Apocalypse is gonna rise again in 1983. Oh. Yeah, and he's gonna run into a young Storm and then decapitate some guys with some sand. Oh my god, that guy is powerful. Oh yeah, he's basically a god. So then Storm brings him home. Oh, not like that. Oh, and he's gonna catch up on what humans have been doing this whole time, so he touches a TV and absorbs all our history. What kind of ancient power lets him do that? How does that even work? Unclear, but Storm's gonna be like, what are you doing? And he's gonna be like, learning. Oh, he sounds like me when I try to talk to women. What are you talking about? Yeah, usually when I talk to a girl at a bar, she'll be like, what are you doing? And I'll be like, flirting. That works for you? Well, let's just say that no, not once. Well, okay then. So anyway, after checking out human history for a couple of seconds, instantly Apocalypse is like, you know, this whole place has to go. I can understand that. Yeah, can't blame him on that.
Oh my god!
Well, he's gotta get 4 horsemen together, because that's like his thing. If he has godlike powers, why does he need 4 horsemen? Because that's like his thing. Well, okay then. Yeah. So he decides that Storm is gonna be his first follower, so he gives her just the cutest makeover. Besties. Yeah, and then they go
oh my god.
Who has this cool energy blade thing. Oh, and what's she gonna do in the movie? She's gonna do a bunch of flippy flips and cut a car in half and look really upset the whole time. A very angry flippy lady. And then the is this guy Angel. Right, I remember Angel from X-Men The Last Stand. He was just discovering his powers. Yeah, well, this is a different take on him because we played with timelines in Days of Future Past. I don't know that being in a different timeline means you can be born in a different decade.
Yes!
Get off my
yes!
Timeline stuff.
Oh my god.
It's a free pass to do whatever I want, so definitely don't bring it up again. Gotcha, that's my bad. Anyway, then they're gonna go recruit Magneto, and he's all bummed out because the family he created between movies is dead. Ah, bummer. So what do the Horsemen do for Apocalypse exactly? Betray him for the most part. Oh. Yeah, and him recruiting them is gonna help us fill up a good chunk of the runtime. Well, okay then. So then on the good guy side of things, we're gonna meet younger versions of characters like Cyclops and Jean Grey. Oh, who else are we gonna meet? We're gonna have Nightcrawler. Oh, Jubilee's gonna be there. Oh, Jubilee, what's she gonna do in the movie? I just told you. Oh. Anyway, so Apocalypse is gonna end up taking over Cerebro and taking control of all the world's nukes. Oh my god, well if he wants to destroy the world, that's a good way to do it. For sure. So he launches them into space.
Oh my god!
Feels like destroying the world. Up to him, I guess. So then Havoc uses his chest beam to destroy Cerebro, and the whole mansion blows up. Uh-oh. Yeah, and luckily Quicksilver happens to be walking by, so we're gonna have a really fun slow-mo thing where he saves everybody.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. There's gonna be a dog eating pizza, and Quicksilver's gonna drink some soda. So fun to watch. Very fun. And then we're gonna find out that Havoc died. Oh my god, you really switched the tone on me.
All right.
Scott's brother too, so. Geez, he must be devastated. He will be a little sad for one scene.
Yes.
Wow. Anyway, so now Apocalypse and his 4 besties have kidnapped Charles. Oh, why'd they do that? What's the plan here? Well, Apocalypse wants to use Charles to tell everybody on Earth that he's about to destroy their stuff, and the people that survive are gonna survive. Why would he need to tell them that? Why not just do it? I don't know. So the plan is to have Magneto destroy a bunch of cities while Apocalypse transfers his consciousness into Charles. Wait, what? Yeah, pretty evil, right? Apocalypse wants to mind control everybody. Pretty evil, yeah, but he's gonna do those at the same time? Yeah. Why not just wait until Magneto's done destroying stuff? He's impatient, I guess. And why send that message from earlier if he's just gonna mind control everybody anyway? This is just how he wants to tell you. Okay. But anyway,
my
back
God.
at the mansion, Stryker shows up in a helicopter right after the explosion. What, like right away? How did he react so quickly? Unclear, but he goes ahead and captures the main characters. Why does he do that? So we can have this big side quest with the sole purpose of forcing a Wolverine cameo into this thing. Oh, people like Wolverine. They do. And he's been in the hands of Stryker for a while, so he's in full Weapon X mode. At the end of the last movie, Mystique had him while disguised as Stryker, so how did the real Stryker get him? Unclear. Huh. So then we're gonna have a big fight scene where the X-Men try to stop Apocalypse and Magneto just destroys cities. Well, it's gonna be hard for the X-Men to take on someone with godlike powers like Apocalypse. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, Charles is gonna be like, hey, Jean, unleash your power. And so she does that, and that solves everything. Oh, that worked out pretty well. It did. And so at the end, Magneto's gonna help rebuild the mansion, and Charles is gonna be like, well, see you around, old friend. Wait, didn't Magneto just destroy cities and kill a bunch of people? He did, but he helped them a little bit at the end, so all is forgiven. Oh, instantly forgiving mass murderers is tight. So I guess by the end of the whole thing, Mystique is kind of leading the X-Men now, huh? What? Why would she be the leader? Because Jennifer Lawrence plays her? Oh, right, okay, we can make that happen. Yeah, no! Said she ages slowly, so that works, and we'll just have to figure out the rest of the casting. What do you mean? Well, this takes place in the 80s, so like Beast would be in his 40s. We'll have to get a new actor to play him. I figured it could still be Nicholas Hoult. He's like in his mid-20s. Yeah, but we could just pretend like he's in his 40s. Like age him with makeup? Not even, no, just pretend. Oh, yeah, and we could pretend that Rose Byrne is in her 50s. We can get nuts with this. I don't know, man, this seems a little weird. Nah, it'll be fine. Okay, maybe for this one, but we should probably stop this random decade-jumping gimmick we're doing because it's gonna start to get out of hand. Or, here's a better idea. I'm listening. You could just shut up about that. What?
Oh my God.
Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Hope you enjoyed that pitch meeting.
Okay. No to the freaking Jennifer Lawrence. Mystique leading X-Men. Oh my God. And they do a lot of random time jumps to where it gets a little confusing.
Yeah. Like, was there really time jumps in the movie? Because I couldn't tell.
From the Days of Future Past and the X-Men Apocalypse, there was a time jump.
But yeah, I know that. But I mean, like, in the movie.
What do you mean, in the movie in general, or?
Yeah, like, the full movie, was there any, like, small skips?
The only small skips that really happened was probably just with Apocalypse when he woke up from his sleep. That was probably about it, because they did the background of how Apocalypse got trapped or whatever. And,
you know, like, yeah, the beginning prologue.
Yeah, that was probably about it. But I think he was just referencing to the whole fact that, like, that each movie thus far there's been a huge time jump. You know, that's what he's referring to. And the next one's gonna take place in the 90s. You know, the last one took place in the 80s. You know, so I don't know.
It's so dumb. But also on that note, friggin' Nightcrawler, Jubilee, Rogue, and I think they had Kitty in there. They all look the same age.
Okay, no, they didn't have Rogue. The only ones they had in X-Men Apocalypse was younger versions of Cyclops, Jean, Nightcrawler, Jubilee, and Storm. And that was it. You know, it was cool
but they all look the same age.
Yeah.
It's like Jubilee's not as old as Cyclops.
Yeah, Jubilee is not as old as them. Jubilee is like way younger than them.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially like when Jubilee would first come to the X-Men, everyone in the X-Men is probably already in their mid-20s, and Jubilee comes in as a teenager, like maybe.
Yeah, just discovering her powers.
Yeah, just discovering her powers. You know, so like that's a huge age difference. And they brought up Angel. You know, where like.
They pointed out how it's like just because it's a different timeline doesn't mean
there's a change in like.
It makes sense for him to be born like a decade.
Yeah.
Or two earlier.
Yeah. That's a good reference to also how they messed up the whole thing with Emma Frost. You know?
Yeah. Did they mention that?
I don't think they meant
Ryan.
I don't think Ryan.
They're both Ryan.
As far as I don't remember, I don't think Ryan has mentioned anything about Emma Frost in the past movies. Up until like the Days of Future Past one. I don't think he's mentioned anything. Well, not Days of Future Past. Yeah, First Class. I don't think he's mentioned anything about Emma Frost from there until like the past other movies.
Yeah, because technically she has the same situation as Angel.
Yeah, basically.
She showed up in the Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, basically.
So she was technically in the original movie.
Yeah. Fox just stopped trying to make X-Men movies. You guys didn't even have to make the new one that's coming out. Just don't
everyone's waiting for them to just give the X-Men directly back to Marvel.
Yeah, I know it's gonna take. I know Marvel and Disney, they bought the Fox Studios, so they have the rights back to the X-Men and everything. And I know it's gonna take a while for them to eventually be able to make an X-Men movie. But Fox, just stop. I know you guys still have some little leftover rights to the X-Men. Just stop. Don't make any more. No, stop. Jeez.
I just make some toys or something.
Yeah, for me as a fan of the franchise, okay, so first off, I have yet to really edit a video that me and you recorded where we were just ranting on the X-Men franchise.
Oh, you haven't put it up?
No, I haven't been able to put it up yet. Me and my little brother had ranted about a couple weeks ago of the whole X-Men franchise on Fox.
The whole original
one.
X-Men movies.
Yeah, and I think we might have jumped around a little bit just talking about them, but we ranted, and I have yet to be able to edit it and upload it. But I remember bringing up in the video or in the recordings of that, I am not a fan of how they're giving Mystique a bigger heroic roles and everything just because she's played by Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, she's a villain.
Yes, just stop with that, you know?
I don't think there's any part in the comic series or in any animated part of the series where she's a good guy.
Yeah. I
think she might just do good things maybe once in a while, but that's usually to help herself.
And I know there might have been some times where she's forced to work with one of the members of the X-Men or something like that. But that's when she has when she's forced to, when she has she needs to do it in order to survive in some sort of way, to save herself. But just stop. Just oh god.
Mystique's very conniving, basically.
Yeah.
She does what she does what she has to do to survive, for her to survive. It's who's ever pretty much the higher power, she's going to be on their side. That's kind of how she is.
Yeah, and so here's the thing also for me. I love the pitch. I love the pitching. It was hilarious. One thing for the movie though, I kind of would not have had Jean release the Phoenix, because that is so freaking early for the state of her character. And I would have had Charles beat Apocalypse in the astral plane. He would have defeated him, and say one of his followers that was still serving him would have taken his body to get him away from there, because his mind is in shambles after being destroyed and shattered by Charles. And they could have had Apocalypse go back into some sort of sleep for him to heal, and bring him back way later.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest issues about showing, or hinting even that about the Phoenix is that this is technically Jean's first movie.
Yeah.
We're just gonna bring in this character, and later on in her life, she becomes this all-powerful being. Nah, we'll just do that right away.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of how they try to make it seem as if the Phoenix is just a power, an inner power that she has. No, the Phoenix is actually a power cosmic entity, freaking spirit being that ends up possessing and controlling Jean.
Seems like she's learning how to control her own power, period. So for her to willingly know how to pretty much unleash the Phoenix is kind of bull.
Yeah.
I know in the comics series and just the storyline, she can control the Phoenix, like throughout points. You know, I'm not sure how long she stays as the Phoenix character, but the first class, she just comes in, she's learning how to control her own powers, and then she knows, but they make it seem like she knows how to control the Phoenix, which is immensely more powerful than she is on her own. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of backwards.
Yeah, my head hurts thinking about it because how much I hate Fox's version of the X-Men at times.
Let's get back to the pitch meeting.
Yeah, but the pitch meeting was hilarious. I absolutely loved it. Ryan, man, you are great. You're funny. When he brought up how like
immediately forgiving mass murders is tight.
Oh my god! And then what's it called? Like saying that, like, how does Apocalypse somehow have the ability to mess with technology? There was no technology at this time, you know, in Egypt. You know, I was like, I don't know. Like, he's like, and then he says learning, and then he's like, oh yeah, I do the same thing, but when I'm flirting with women. Learning. I was like, does that work at all? I was like, no. Oh man.
Is that how Apocalypse freaking like launched all the nukes
into space? And he's all like, what?
Like, if he wants to destroy the world, then yeah, that makes sense, you know, for him to launch all the nukes, but he's gonna blow them up in space instead.
Yeah, oh gosh, that was funny. That was funny how, like, this thing that, like, how he gave Storm a pretty cute makeover. Like, oh, besties!
And the Storm took him home.
Yeah, like, oh, like, not like that. No. Strike.
Yeah, it was Mystique.
Yeah, Mystique was disguised as Stryker. And like it was like how did Stryker get a hold of Wolverine in this one? Like, I thought Mystique had him. Like, I was like, I don't know, unclear. You know.
I mean, if it's a decade later, you know, anything could happen.
Yeah, it's still, I feel like that is very unclear. It's like,
yeah, but then you never know if Mystique actually played nice and just like let him go or something.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's one thing that doesn't make any sense. Magneto sent Wolverine freaking flying in the air across like the city, and he landed in the water.
Yeah, how did she get there?
How did she get there so fast? She was limping. She had a bullet wound in her like leg. You know, like
how did she know he was there too?
Oh my gosh. See, things like that. Fox, what are you doing?
Like, yeah, because she made her big old peace speech, and I guess she just took off and knew where he was.
Yeah.
But even then, you know, she could have been like, oh, I know who this guy is. He wanted to mess with me. You know, it's like, I'm going to do evil things now.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, that was good. I love this pitch meeting. It was funny. It was funny, but also at the same time, it made me hate the movie a little more. Oh gosh, dang it.
Yeah, they usually do that.
Yeah. Pitch meetings, you're great. Ryan, you are hilarious. Love you, man. That was great. I don't know, you got anything else to say? I can't think of anything else right now to say. That was funny.
He covered it. I don't think he said a whole lot about Magneto, pretty much, besides him destroying cities and him being instantly forgiven.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny.
Quicksilver, they said how he just happened to be walking by.
Yeah, it's like what if he wasn't? Everyone would have died. You know, like, oh man.
I think he was on his way to the mansion.
Yeah.
He happened to get there when it freaking
exploded. Started exploding. Yeah, like, it's funny. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. That was funny. Hope you guys enjoyed. The link will be in the description down below for the original video. Go check them out, and hope you guys enjoyed our reaction. Like, favorite, subscribe. To the next one, guys.